In the UK today, if you're a British citizen or a settled resident, the right to live with loved ones if they're not from here comes with a price tag. It's called the minimum income requirement, and it's tearing families apart.
Are you seeing the butterfly? You're very clever. My name's Gemma. I am a British national. I currently live in Scotland with my daughter Jade. I met my partner, David, in the Middle East. I've been working there for the last few years. David's an aerospace engineer. He studied in the UK. Unfortunately, we are physically separated at the hands of the visa system. I've been forced into what I can only describe as a solo parent role for myself and Jade, with David being stuck where he is.
Currently, you must earn a minimum of £29,000 to bring your partner to the UK.
In order to sponsor David to come over and be with us. The minimum income requirement is solely my responsibility as the British national. The way it works just now, Jade's 15 months old and I can't really go back to work full time. So right now, we're at a bit of a standstill, just trying to make ends meet and make things work. Things just aren't aligning the way they're supposed to for family life.
It's possible that the minimum income requirement may increase to almost £39,000. Nearly 3/4 of the UK workforce earn less than that.
My name is Kimberly Carter, and I'm married to an American citizen. We've been married for coming up 5 years. Our current struggle in the process is me trying to achieve the currently £29,000 to get him here, the minimum income threshold. My home is mortgage-free and paid off, but I've had to move out and move in with my parents to get that rental income. I have set up my own business and I have another job on top of that. I'm working 6 days a week and I'm still not at the threshold. And the trouble is, if it goes up to 38,700, there is just going to be no chance for me. It's a heartbreaking and devastating situation.
I'm Leighton Allen. I'm hoping to apply for a spouse visa. My fiance is in Tanzania with my 2 children. We currently don't hit the minimum income requirement. We're going to apply for a fee waiver, but we're currently struggling with that. Hopefully, the minimum income requirement gets removed.
The minimum income requirement, or MIR, is not the only barrier. Visa and legal fees, NHS surcharges and application costs soon add up. A family could pay tens of thousands of pounds just to be together.
My name is Lee. I'm from Vietnam and I'm married to a British citizen. My husband is from Nottinghamshire and he works for the police. At the time of applying for the spouse visa for me to be in the UK with him, he's only £500 short of the minimum income requirement. And because of that, we had to be away from each other for nearly a year. And we both suffer from a lot of mental problems because of that. We also spend all of our savings on the visa fee and the health surcharge. And now we will have to work really hard and save again for a house and for the future of our babies as well.
There are 2 main pathways to permanent UK residency, the 5 and the 10-year route. If you meet the requirements, you may qualify for the 5-year route. If you don't, you're put on an expensive 10-year route called exceptional circumstances. It remains very unclear what is considered exceptional by the Home Office.
I'm Jonny Edbrooke, and me and my wife have been together 23 years, and we got married 19 years ago in Vietnam. We have 2 kids who are British nationals, And 3 years ago, we were looking at moving back to the UK, so we applied for a spousal visa. And that was rejected because we didn't fully understand the MIR. Since then, we've applied again. We're given a 10-year route, which means the total of what we're paying will be about £25,000. It's just wrong, I think, that you have to spend that much to live with the person that you love.
The process is not only expensive, overly complicated and bureaucratic, the precious time lost during the separation is devastating.
I'm Jo, and my partner is Jeff, and he lives in upstate New York. He's 68 and I'm 75, and we have been together apart for almost 10 years now. At this point in our lives, and my life in particular, we would like to spend those last years together, taking care of each other in these however many years we have left to live.
For some, the rules can have shocking consequences. Gillian and Patrick moved from America to the UK 9 years ago with their children, 2 of which are adopted.
Our children got detained at Heathrow Airport and threatened to be flown back to the United States. That's with a British mother.
And an American father who had a work visa in the UK. I worked for the NHS.
A year and a half later, their visa application denied. They were deported, even though they were 13 and 11 at the time. I was a stay-at-home mother. I didn't have any income, and let alone the minimum income of, it was $18,700 at the time. My husband was earning plenty to support us all. It was still denied. It made no sense. It still makes no sense. It cost us tens of thousands of pounds to get it all sorted. It was a big strain on us, on our extended family who all helped out. The emotional toll was, well, 9 years later, that's why we're still involved in this campaign, because just how hard it was.
I'm Demi. I'm married to a Turkish man and I am struggling. I've had to drop out university and graduate a year early to work full time. I'm working 70-hour weeks and I'm still falling short. That's impacting me mentally and physically. I'm exhausted working all these hours that I've worked for the last 5 months, and I'm really unsure where we're going from here.
81% of couples experienced a deterioration of their mental health. And 48% of families said that their children's mental health had suffered too. This included problems such as anxiety, depression, identity issues, self-harm, and feelings of loneliness.
My name's Nicola and this is Zayan. We have recently moved back to England, leaving my Bangladeshi husband behind in Cyprus where we met. I've had to move home with my parents, become a single mum, also I could meet the financial requirements for Sabir to come here and live with us.
For younger children, not being able to form bonds with a parent can have a lasting impact.
It's very hard, very difficult for the baby being away from his father. And he needs some medical treatment as well, which is hard for me, not being with his dad, to go through at the same time.
Reunite Families UK is fighting for a future where couples and families are valued and where love isn't priced out of reach.
I really hope that the government will consider making this process easier for our family and for a lot of other families in the future.
I don't understand why these rules exist. I feel like I'm being punished really for falling in love with somebody who doesn't come from this country.